The reshuffle of the United Arab Emirates government in 2020 and the new context of happiness as a government policy. Content analysis with webQDA. In this paper, we analyze the government reshuffle that took place in July 2020 with the aim of understanding the new framework of the happiness policy and the strategic vision inherent to this government reform. As main research questions for this new study, the following two are formulated. What is the visibility given by the media to the event? And what is the new role of the Ministry of Happiness in the new government organization? We started by collecting the headlines of the news published in English language by the government and by the online media regarding the government reshuffle of the United Arab Emirates government that took place in 2020. In February 2016, the United Arab Emirates government created a Ministry of Happiness with the aim of promoting happiness as a government policy. In the July 2020 cabinet reshuffle, the Ministry of Happiness was abolished, and the Quality of Life and Happiness portfolio was transferred to the Ministry of Community Development. Using the qualitative analysis methodology, particularly the content analysis technique, the text published by the government describing the reasons for the reshuffle, as well as the main changes in government leadership, was analyzed. The content analysis was carried out with the webQDA software. In terms of coding, the following codes were selected in a webQDA environment: happiness, positivity, innovation, digitization, change and transformation. In terms of filters, the change and priorities coordinates were used. Regarding the government reshuffle, the following record of the main areas of change and new government priorities was prepared, with these being digitization and digital technology initiatives, strengthening of the Ministry of Economy, government rationalization, food security and self-sufficiency, and others. Content analysis using webQDA, particularly after applying the filters, allow the identification of the main themes of the government's reshuffle. These topics indicate the direction and priorities of the government in preparing governance for the post-pandemic period. Among the various changes, the most important in the context of study about happiness as a government policy is a transition from the happiness portfolio to the Ministry of Community Development. The designation happiness portfolio leads us to infer that all related programs became an integral part of this portfolio. In terms of government communication, it is important to highlight the use of social media to publicize the fact. In our opinion, the government of the United Arab Emirates maintains its well-known and recognized innovation and pioneering strategy. The content analysis allowed us to infer that the transition from the Ministry of Happiness to the Ministry of Community Development indicates that the government keeps this policy alive. As for the role of content analysis, using webQDA software has been a valuable support in the validation of the author's perceptions in this article as well as in the overall work over several years. In addition to supporting the process of large amounts of data, it allows us to keep the analysis focused and brings higher quality and consistency to our work. Thank you.